Greetings, my little triglets. Welcome back to section 6.1. Section 6.1, we talked about the sine and cosine sum and difference formulas. Now we're going to talk about the tangent sum and difference formulas. So tangent of A minus B and A plus B. So tangent of A minus B, the word tangent doesn't really distribute in there, but it kind of looks like it does at the beginning. So that's the numerator. The denominator, though, is 1 plus tangent A, tangent B. So the original numerator looks kind of like you distributed the word tangent, but then the bottom, the only difference is you're going to have a plus sign instead of a minus. And then knowing that one, you can figure out what the plus one is. Be tangent A plus tangent B, and then 1 minus tangent A times tangent B. And yes, you need to memorize these. These are the sum and difference formulas. Okay, so let's try a couple problems. I think, all right, well, let's go to a new page here. Let's say you are hired to set up an art gallery, and you have to get some spotlights to shine onto the artwork on the walls. The spotlight is on the floor, and it's supposed to shine up. It's 8 feet from the wall, and it's focused on a painting that is 6 feet from the floor, and the painting is 5 feet tall. I want to know, what is theta? What is the angle that the light is going to shine up there? So let's draw a quick sketch of this and see what it looks like. So we have our little spotlight on the floor, and it's 8 feet from the wall. The painting is 6 feet up, and the painting itself is 5 feet tall. Now the spotlight, we only want to shine on the painting. So this is the angle theta that I'm looking for. So it kind of makes a triangle here that we have to figure out. So this angle we don't know. We're trying to figure that one out. But we do know some other information. We know, let's say if I call this angle A and angle B right here. We know a couple of things just by looking at this, that the tangent of angle B up here is opposite, which would be all of this side, over adjacent, which would be all of this side. So 8 over 11. The tangent of angle A is opposite, which is still 8, but this time adjacent is only 6 from here to here. So 8 over 6, which you could say 4/3. I think I'll leave it 8/6, just because of the math we're going to have to do. So now this angle, what is the tangent of theta? Tangent of theta, this angle out here, in geometry, if I draw this up here, this is still A, this is still B, and this is theta. In geometry, you learned that this exterior angle A is equal to theta and B added together. So angle A is equal to theta plus B. That's the exterior angle theorem. The exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. So tangent of theta, if I isolate theta, let's say I subtract B over here, then I get theta is equal to A minus B. So instead of theta here, I could say tangent is equal to A minus B. Now we just wrote down the formulas for tangent of A minus B. And it goes like this: tangent of A minus tangent of B, 1 plus tangent A tangent B. So let's plug in what we know. Tangent of A, we just said, was 8/6. Tangent of B is 8/11. And then 1 plus 8/6 times 8/11. Now all that's left is to get a common denominator and add fractions. Now I'm going to go to the next page because I don't think I have enough room. So I'm going to rewrite that 8/6 minus 8/11 and then 1 plus 8/6 times 8/11. All right, common denominator is going to be 66. So I'm going to change everything to have a 66 in the denominator. So 8, I'd have to times this by 11, so I get 88. 66 times this by 6, so I get 48. 66. On the bottom, the 1 becomes 66. 66. And then these two being multiplied, I'm already going to get 66 when I multiply, so it's just 64 on the top. Now what's nice about getting common denominators now is I can just cancel all of them out. And then 88 minus 48 is 40. 66 and 64 is 130. Cancel out the zeros and you get 4/13. Now that's not the answer. What that is the tangent of theta is 4/13. That doesn't tell me what the angle is. So to get the alien angle, we're going to do inverse, inverse tangent of 4/13. And we're going to do it in degrees, and the angle we get is about 17.1 degrees. There are normally two, but the other one's going to be much too big. It doesn't make sense in the real world. So 17.1 is the proper answer for that. All right. Keep in mind that these are just a few little reminders that tangent of some angle is sine over cosine. So if you want to find things on the circle, you got to make the combination of sine over cosine. And remember, if you come to a problem that ends up like this, the only way to get rid of that radical in the denominator is to multiply by the conjugate, which is 1 plus root 3 top and bottom. And then you need to FOIL. So you're gonna run into some problems that have that in it. So you need to make sure that you conjugate. All right, I have one more to show you. And basically, we're just trying to prove, now it's not a normal proof, so don't panic. We're trying to prove one side equals the other. And you basically just have to work it out and show that it does. So we're going to prove that tangent of pi over 4 minus a is equal to 1 minus tangent a and 1 plus tangent a. Okay, so now they are trying to confuse you a little bit here by putting the a there. This is just like tangent of a minus b formula. Tangent of a minus b is just tangent of a, but our a is pi over 4 minus tangent of b, but our b now is letter a, and then 1 plus tangent a tangent b, but it's technically a. All right, so tangent of pi over 4 on your circle. Pi over 4 here, sine over cosine would be root 2 over 2 over root 2 over 2. Everything cancels down, so it's really just 1. So tangent of pi over 4 is 1. And then tangent of a we can't really do anything with. Down here is 1 plus, this whole thing is 1 times tangent of a, so it's still tangent of a. So there you go. We got it to work. That's pretty much all you have to do. You just kind of work out the left side till it makes out to the right side. Okay, one more to do. And then we'll be done. Cosine of a minus pi over 4, I want equal to root 2 times cosine of a plus sine of a all over 2. All right, let's work on this side. Technically, this is A minus B formula. So I need to put that in my, I'm going to write it out, cosine of A, cosine of B, plus sine A, sine B. So plug in now for A and B. So cosine of A stays there. B is now pi over 4. So cosine of pi over 4. And then sine of A, sine of pi over 4. Cosine of A we can't do anything with. Cosine of pi over 4 is root 2 over 2. Sine of A can't do anything with. Sine of pi over 4 is also root 2 over 2. Now we're very close. If you look up here, you know, we've got the cosine of A, we've got the sine of A. It's just that these two don't quite look the same. But what we can do is we can take these two root 2 over 2's and factor them out front. So I can make it root 2 over 2 times cosine A plus sine A. And because the 2 is on the bottom, you could really make it underneath the whole thing if you want. So we just got it to work. So you just got to kind of finagle things around a little to make it look like what you need. Okay, that's it for today. Don't ever, ever forget. Ta-ta.